Hello there, Lazymanracing here for another NASCAR Heat 4 video. Remember, if you like my videos, remember to like and subscribe and keep track of all my races. So here we are at Chicagoland for the Camping World 400, 35 laps of this very amazing course. So let's have a quick look at the standings. Currently in the playoff standings, we have Denny Hamlin with 4 wins first, second Brad Keselowski, third Lazymanracing, fourth Chase Elliott, 5th Kyle Busch, 6th Kevin Harvick, 7th Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick 8th, 9th Corey LaJoie, 10th Mike Truex Jr., who is the highest points driver without a single win, 11th Joey Logano, 12th Kurt Busch, 13th Alex Bowman, 14th Kim Boyer, 15th Ryan Newman, and 16th Kyle Larson, who, if you've kept track of the news, has just done a naughty. For the normal point standings, we have Denny Hamlin in first with 4 wins, second Kyle Busch, third Brad Keselowski, we are fourth with 2 wins and 12 playoff points, 5th is Martin Truex Jr., 6th Kevin Harvick, 7th Joe Logano, 8th Chase Elliott, 9th Kurt Busch, and 10th Clint Boyer. So how many races we got till? We got about 10 races left till we go into the playoffs, so something to look forward to. And today we're going to change up the livery for that Thunderbolt Darlington throwback livery. So here we go. Let's have a race down at Chicago Speedway. So we're loading up the truck, loading up the car, and you'll be able to see it any moment now. Nearly any second now. So this track I've not played around with too much, so I've not had the chance to practice around this track, but let's hope for something decent. So let's skip to the next session and let's go into qualifying for a 1 lap mad dash. Come on, there you go, that's back to the nice cool view. So we climb up the hill now because no one else is on track. We haven't got anything else to hit apart from the walls. But here we go. So this is going to be my chance to get an understanding of how quickly we can go around the corners. This back straight is more of a curve, so we're going to have to keep that in mind. And we can go really fast. The banking's quite steep here, so we're looking 170 miles an hour out of turn number 4 as we go into the tri-oval part. So here we go to begin our lap here at Chicagoland Speedway. Going up high, and ease the car in. Couldn't quite get down to the white line. Other things a bit too late there, but the car feels good, feels comfortable, and we do the same thing again. I think ease it in a bit later, use the momentum into the corner, and hopefully get the speed out the corner. As I'm going to try and keep it down low. There's pole, and we're about second off pole, and we're in 21st. Not a great position, but let's try and hold off. Let's try and get a good position this race. Let's try and get another win. Obviously the playoffs reward you for winning, so really that's the aim of this race. And we're bookty. Let's go racing, boys. As we're outside of David Reagan in that 38 car, we give him a nudge. We're now in 20th position because obviously someone got sent to the back of the grid. But we're going to look around the outside of Reagan as Byron, our teammate, looks to the inside of us. So we get the speed. We get too much speed. And I'm squeezing into a gap which will close as we're right behind Gagan. As we're looking to go high now, follow Kyle Larson, but it doesn't work. We're just trying to get through this pack quickly as we seem to have quite a lot of speed that we did not show in qualifying. There we go, and I chop off William Byron. Oh man, that went awfully wrong. Right, let's try again. As I just can't seem to get the room that I need. I don't work well on the outside, and now we've gone 4 wide. I'll squeeze into the wall by Ryan Blaney in that number 12 Ford Mustang. No, that wasn't right. Let's have a quick look, see if we've got any damage. No, we haven't. But let's try and get past these cars. So I'll put up the lap counter with the distance to leader, as we're probably losing a lot of time fighting with these guys. And really, I should be trying to climb up the grid. As I've got good speed coming out that last corner, and I'm 3 wide with Blaney at, well, Menard, and Austin Dillon, I get a bit distracted. I'm going to the inside of Hendrick, but couldn't make it work. So let's just try and put our foot down. Austin Dillon giving us a few nudges. I presume he's trying to help her. And I'll try and go below Hendrick in that 8 car. There we go. We're in the top 20, which that's a start, but we need to get higher up the grid. Austin Dillon's looking to give us a nudge, but more of a spin. That didn't work out well. 31.7, my fastest lap so far, but now we've got a bit of clean air. We should hopefully have some good lap times where we ain't being hit or crushed into the wall by a number 12 Ford Mustang. So we go on to lap number 5 with 5 laps remaining, or stage number 1. 5 seconds behind the leader. We're currently hunting down Chris Buescher. Come out of turn number 2. So we're playing the patience game now. Obviously, I don't think we're going to be able to gain all those positions to get into the top 10 for the playoff point, but we can look into doing that in the next stage. Obviously, this race being into 3 stages should help us out as we go into 17th. Nice and easy, no complaints there after the absolute chaos that I caused at the start of the race. If we go 31.1, 8.4, good speed. I look to go around the outside of William Byron, but can't make it round. So we tuck back in to get the draft. We try and get the draft. Is there a draft there? There we go, there's the draft. And we look to the inside. I think Byron's letting us have the room. He is. But we can't get the momentum on the inside, unfortunately. So Byron cuts in front. We draft. We give him a little nudge. And we try again. Car seems to be a bit loose at the moment. The rear end seems to be squirrely through turn 1 and 2, but I was trying to keep to the bottom of the white line, and guess what? We overtake William Byron in that number 24 Chevrolet Camaro, our teammate here at Hendrick Motorsport, as we look at Chase Elliott now, our other teammate on the other side of the garage. So we get the draft. The most popular driver in NASCAR at the moment, he blocks as I try to overtake. We do a 31.4. We got only a few laps remaining. I think we've got 2 laps remaining now as we're inside of the number 9 car. Putting the throttle down, but giving it the car a bit of oomph. Tyres looking a bit warm, but nothing special as we now enter the last lap of stage number 1. As we come around turn 3 and 4, I go heavily wide. Let Chase Elliott pass. We now tuck under behind him. Now we're on the last lap of stage number 1. We go down to the inside. I'm getting a bit aggressive with him. I just can't seem to get the car how I want it today. I'm not really... Unfortunately, I did take a bit of a break from the game, only for a day or 2, and it seems to affect me a little bit. So as we duck down into turn number 3, 174 mile an hour, let's see if we can catch up these cars in stage number 2. We've made some progression. There you go, it's stage 1 over now. We didn't even get across the line. So, let's prepare for stage number 2. Who was your leader? It was Eric Jones in the number 20 car, followed by Kurt Busch, Cole Busch, and Joey Logano and Alex Bowman. As we will not be pitting this race, we have 52 laps of fuel and 26 laps remaining. So we're expecting this to be another 10 lap stage, and we just get ready to go green, hopefully for a better start than... And we go green now, and let's stretch the car's legs as we're inside our teammate Chase Elliott. Let's just plod along, try and get ourselves up into the top 10 for stage number 2, try and get some playoff points. That's kind of the minimum we expect here at Hendrick Motorsport for the playoff standards. And look at that momentum we have coming out of turn number 2 onto the back straight. Down to the inside of Carl Larson, we've made nearly 5 positions in lap number 1. I go high, I need to chuck it down a bit. There we go. The car just seemed to be dragged out to the outside, and we go into 10th place just as we go across the line. So now we dab on the brake. Just try and keep to the inside of Kevin Harvick in that Ford Mustang. We now look inside the top Martin Truex Jr. We have an amazing amount of speed here at stage number 2. We seem to be really pulling our finger out as we go 3 wide into turn number 3. Let's use this momentum. It's like I'm on fresh tyres, they're not, but I get they will below those white lines, and it skids me out a bit. We saw a bit of smoke there, Brad Keselowski wanted to drop in front of us, but there wasn't the room. So Hendrick now our next driver to be overtaken. I'm sliding the car around. It seems to be a lot more going on this stage as we bump Hendrick, the number 2 car giving us a push as we draft Hendrick, number 10 car in front, and we go, and now we see the Busch brothers. So Kurt Busch seems to be ahead of Kyle Busch at the moment, and we're getting the draft off them. First of all, Kyle Busch in that M&M's car for Joe Gibbs Racing. I'm now trying to get around Kurt Busch as he tries to get around Alex Bowman, our teammate. I'm sliding the car around again. Let's have a look at the tyre wear situation. 78 on the front, 84 at the rear. On the right side. So that would explain a bit of why the sliding is happening, hopefully. As we overtake Alex Bowman, that 88 car, our teammate, can we win stage number 2 here at Chicagoland Speedway? It's a 10 lap. Oh, there you go. It's a 10 lap stage this time round. Erik Jones, we go around the outside of him now. Can we make it? Can we win Chicagoland? As we try and use the momentum on the outside, I'm getting too near to that wall. I wasn't comfortable there as I drop it back down. And Kurt Busch is looking to make use of that. So we're going to get the draft off Erik Jones. Give a bit of a rub to Kurt Busch. And now we're looking down to the inside of Erik Jones. It doesn't quite work, so we drop the car a few lanes lower now as we come out to turn number 4 onto the tri-oval part. We're side by side as we go across the line. And I lead here with 5 laps remaining of stage number 2. So I'm being a bit slower now. You see the speed wasn't there into turn number 1. So maybe the tyres are going off, but it seems like the tyres are going off with the AI just as much. So getting a bit of draft, side draft off Erik Jones. We now ease it into this corner. There we go. Look at that. We are now leading at Chicagoland by a good margin as well. Let's see the gap. 0.3 of a second as we have 4 laps remaining here, stage number 2. It's 172 mile an hour. There we go. Look at that. The gap is increasing at an exponential rate as we go on the curve, which we call the back straight. And we're just going to put it along until the end of this stage, in the hope that we are able to clinch another win here at Chicagoland. Maybe the AI just doesn't suit this track. I don't know. But that seems to be not as stressful as some other races we've had at other tracks recently. So we're going to be keeping an eye on the car. We're going to try and save a bit of the tyres, because obviously we go for one more stage. It's alright winning stage number 2, but I'm sure we want another win, try and get up in those playoff standings to try and ensure our position is safe and key for the playoffs, and try and get a 8th title for Jimmie Johnson in this 48 car. So 2 laps remaining, 71% on the front right tyre and 79 on the right rear tyre. As you can see, I'm going for the higher lanes. It's a good way of saving the tyres in this game. This game seems to reward you for running high in terms of tyre wear. Let's have a look at the gap to second place. It's 2.3 seconds. I ignored exactly what I just said a second ago, and I've dropped it down a lane or 2, going to the bottom of the racetrack. And look at that, we go on to the last lap of stage number 2. How we're gaining this gap, I have no idea. We seem to have great momentum in the race, and I don't know how we've done that. But we go round the outside turn 1 and 2. Just checking back every now and then, just checking the mirror, looking back, thinking, how the hell we done this? And we come into turn number 3, turn number 4, and we end stage number 2 in the lead. Let's get ready for it. And there we go. There's a green and checkered flag for the end of stage number 2. Kurt Busch looks to be second. Erik Jones third. Fourth, Alex Bowman. And fifth, Brad Keselowski. So we will not be pitting for tyres. We seem to have enough tyres for the last 15 laps of this race. So the 48 Chevrolet Camaro of Jimmie Johnson here at Chicagoland. Hendrick Motorsport seems to be leading. Ally should be proud of it, sponsoring the amazing Jimmie Johnson. And we go green here at Chicagoland for the last part of this race with 12 laps remaining. So we're just going to drop the car down a bit. Let's try and get a gap. I don't think there'll be a caution. There's rarely a caution. These AIs don't crash as often as you'd hope. But we make a clean run. Kurt Busch does not. Eric Jones is now right behind us by 0.2 of a second. I really throw the car in there, try and get a big gap. Understeer on the exit of the corner. And we seem to have half a second lead at the moment. So how we're gaining this time, I have no idea. So now, just using the speed, using the momentum, try and get in front of Eric Jones with a good chunky margin. Obviously, I don't think there will be a caution flag, but I don't want to play. I don't know. It could be. As we run the car up high to the wall there at the exit. That was not intentional. The car was just not gripping on the exit of the corner. So let's see what lap times we can do. We do a 31.9. Keeping the gap now. Keeping the gap. 1.6 seconds. 1.7 seconds. We go into turn number 3. So we're just... my lines aren't great. But they seem to be keeping the car's tyre wear low. And it seems to be giving us a nice run for the line at the moment. 1.9 again, we're getting consistent. 171, 72, 7. Speed at the moment, still around 170 mark. I wish I had more to show you. At the moment, we've got clear track in front, clear track at the rear of us. So we're going to have to try and see what we can do to spice up this race. Without costing us the win, of course. Because I'm aiming to get this win sewn up and try and get higher in the playoff standings and in the normal driver standings. So at the moment, Kyle, I'm trying to remember who was behind us. There was Denny Hamlin and I can't remember now. Brad Keselowski. So we're going to have to look for the front running names. Of course, and in the top left you'll be able to see him. So Brad Keselowski in 5th, but none of the main rivals at the moment. So the main rivals, trying to damage our title race, aren't in the top 5. So hopefully we're just gaining a great amount of points. And the car's starting to understeer a bit more. With 59% on the right front tyre. But we're still setting for really good zap times at the moment, so nearly 5 second lead. We did a 32.2. This car's getting a bit squirrely. I did throw it in there unnecessarily, and we take the high line. But I'm just trying to pull along now, trying to get my head down, trying to get this race sewn up. So Kurt Busch is now in 2nd, so we're really focusing on that top left, seeing where the drivers are. Alex Bowman, our teammate, is currently 4th position. Can he score us some good points for our owner, Rick Hendrick? 32.3, 5 laps remaining. Tensions are high. I'm waiting for that caution flag to come out and throw everything up in the air. But it doesn't seem that's going to be the way so far, as I thought. I'm worrying for that. I don't want to start wearing out these tyres too excessively because of it. If we do get a caution, I need to ensure I've got some good rubber below me. Some good grip. Preparing us for the final few laps of this race as we enter 4 laps remaining at 31.8. So we're doing high 31s, which you'd expect because of the tyres wearing, but we seem to be gaining so much on Kurt Busch, who is also in a Chevrolet Camaro, but he's racing for Stuart Haas or Chip Ganassi. Dang it, I can't remember. Anyway, below the white line, unsettles the car a lot, but we're all good in the hood. 7.3 seconds ahead. We've had green flags all the way so far, so there's not been any instance. We had the chaos at the start, but there was not a caution flag for that. Instead, it was just me in the wall getting scared, and I'm about to push it in the wall again. As I grazed it slightly there, but it wasn't enough to cause us any damage. See? No damage. as the car now, car still feels really stable even with the tyres wearing as much, and our teammate Alex Bowman is now in second place, 7.5 seconds behind us. He's overtaking Kurt Busch in that number 1 car. As we are looking to see, if you can see in the distance, there is 1 or 2 cars who are at the back of the field, and we are catching them at a rapid rate. So could we be lapping cars by the end of this race, as our next lap will be the final lap? We are on the penultimate lap of the race. Nobody's going to break this stride as we go into turn number 3. Throwing the car in. Still feeling like I've got a major amount of grip at the moment. The car's not too bad, really, I must admit. 1 lap remaining. The white flag comes out. And we go into turn number 1. Car's sliding a bit. But the speed we got at the moment has just been exponential, really. Yeah, I wanted to win, but I didn't want to win this easy. This has been... But here we come. Out of turn number 4, we are hunting down Jamie McMurray in 40th place. We get the win, though, and we do not lap him. Look at the speed difference there was, though. Wow. Speed rating 100, yeah, I don't think you could get better than, first place. So, you know what? That was a good race. Let's do some donuts. There we go. Look at that 48 car kick up the dust, kick up some smoke here at Chicagoland. I love ruining the sponsors on the grass. It's just something satisfying about it. So we've conquered Chicagoland. 400 miles scaled down for this championship mode. So yeah, I think that'll be enough donuts now. My head's starting to spin. So let's have a quick look-see at the results. Winner of stage number 2 and the winner of the race, Lazymanracing. Second place, Alex Bowman. Third, Kurt Busch. Fourth, and the winner of stage number 1, Eric Jones in that Toyota. Fifth, Joey Logano. Sixth, Carl Busch. Seventh, Brad Keselowski. Eighth place, Denny Hamlin. Ninth place, Eric Aramola. 10th place, Ken Harvick. 11th, Martin Truex Jr. 12th, Daniel Suarez. 13th, Kyle Larson. 14th, Tyler Reddick. And 15th, Vicky Stackhouse Jr. So, in the point standings, these are the overall points. Denny Hamlin is leading with 4 wins. Kyle Busch second with 1 win. Third, Brad Keselowski. And fourth, Lazymanracing, both with 3 wins. So we're now tying with Brad Keselowski. Joey Logano is in 5th place. 6th, Martin Truex Jr. 7th, Kevin Harvick. 8th place, Kurt Busch. And our teammates, Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott, are currently in 9th and 10th. Chase Elliott with 2 wins though. He's currently in the playoffs. So, there's our winner's trophy. There's us standing on the car looking all badass and awesome, cheering on a fantastic victory. Very dominant one. So let's go and have a look at the playoff standings and see what our next track is. Hopefully it's another good oval. Hopefully. So let's have a look, see. As we load up the garage, we're at Daytona for the Coca-Cola, the Coke Zero Sugar 400. That should be a very exciting race. So let's round off today's video with the playoff standings. Denny Hamlin first, second Brad Keselowski, third place Lazymanracing, and Chase Elliott is now just behind us in 4th. 5th Kyle Busch, 6th Kevin Harvick, 7th Eric Jones, 8th place Tyler Reddick. Corey LaJoie is in 9th, and 10th place the top driver without a win, Joey Logano. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you join me for another video here on Lazymanracing's YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe, comment and share this wonderful video with everyone you know. I hope to see you next race, and until then, have a good one.